So the certificate authority is the only one that can actually create the digital certificate. So after the registration authority validates my identity, yep, this is Sean Harris, then it'll send the request over to the CA and say, Sean Harris needs this type of certificate, and only the CA can create this digital certificate. And we're going to look at the different parts of a digital certificate and what's made up in it and how it's actually used. So let's walk through the basic steps of being involved in a PKI, and then we'll actually break down the components and see how they work. But let's say you and I want to communicate to you through email, and I can send over my public key, but you don't trust me. You don't know who I am, so you're not going to accept just my public key. So if I want to communicate to you in a trusted manner, I actually have to participate in a PKI, and I have to get a digital certificate. So what that means is I'm going to make the request to the RA. The RA will validate my identity, send a request over to the CA. The CA will create the digital certificate, and within that digital certificate is my public key. The whole goal of a digital certificate is to tie the identity of the user to a public key. Again, that's important. That's the whole crux of this, is to tie the user's identity to a public key. So when I give you my digital certificate, you're not going to just go off of what I'm saying. Basically, I'm giving you something that comes from what you trust, which is a CA, and you'll validate this digital certificate, which we'll talk about those steps. But that will indicate, yes, the CA is vouching for my identity, and then you could take out my public key, and now you trust it. Now you know this public key is Sean Harris's public key.